Greetings, beloved. We are that which is the entirety of the essence of the group, the council, the family known as Whitefeather. And we come to you on this, the eve of the last of your calendar year and the beginning of your new calendar year. When we brought to you the message at the beginning of this year, which is but a breath away, a moment, a flicker of time, we told you that much would happen in this year, and this year was the year of looping. It was the year of the snake. It was the year where you were being given the opportunity to release, to let go, to complete. It was the 9, the year of completion. To take into yourself that which was required to bring into you a wholeness, a well-being, a collective energy of it is done. And we hope that you heeded our words. For as we step into that which you call the 2026 year, it is a 10 or a 1, a beginning, newness. It is freshness. And yet within this, hidden within the frequencies, hidden within the folds of time, there are events that have been long considered and thought out and hidden within the timeline by those you cannot see, nor are you aware of in the fullness of who they are. Oh, you consider them to be nefarious. You consider them to be the Dracos and the reptilians, and you give them all manner of name to give yourselves a visual, to epitomize that which is what you fear. And what we are going to say is it is time to stop fearing. For yes, there are nefarious beings that are navigating your pathway. There are nefarious energies that are designing and colluding to bleed your energy from you, even more so. For as the years grow quicker and quicker to that which is the 2030 and the 2040 and the 2050, they are desirous that you will not make it to these times. They will bleed your energy. They will create monumental changes on the face of the earth. And you will accept these as natural causes. You will accept the events over these timelines because you have been trained to accept. You have been programmed to accept the damage and the collateral that comes with that. As the earth undergoes an event, be it flooding or torrential rain or hurricanes or tsunamis or earthquakes, mudslides, volcanic eruptions, all of these are nature, you have been told. And yet I would say to you that perhaps they are the events of power surges, of energy that are being played out in a completely different paradigm a completely different dimension to you and your dimension. This dimension is but an experimentation, a program, so to speak, to see what will happen if such and such is put out, such and such happens. And those that are observing the game, the program, are in a completely unattached and different dimension. Now I say this at the beginning because it is wise for you as you enter into the newness of the year 2026 that you take a hold of the speed of which it can go. Like a horse's mane, I would hold on to it. I would seat yourself in the saddle and hold. Strap yourself in, as they say, for the ride is both pleasant and neck-breaking. You must choose how you negotiate this year. For yes, it is going to be a year of goodness, of abundance, and there will be so much that is laid out. You will at times forget the hard that you have suffered in the past few years, because it will seem as if everything is shifting, everything is moving into a paradigm shift of pleasantness. And whilst we do not want to break this spell, we want you to observe it, see what is being presented before you. Because yes, there is pleasant events occurring. Yes, there is great abundance to be had. Yes, there is great joy to be felt and received, great happiness to come in this year that is drawing close to you. However, you must also be aware of who is serving you this joy and this abundance, etc., etc. You may partake of it. There is no declaration that you are unable to partake. And we ask that as you partake, that you become conscious, because you are able to take all the joys, all the pleasantries, all the abundance, all the wellness, all the peace that is coming in this new year, this year of 2026. And you can filter it through your own auric field. You can filter it through that which is your energy field, so that when it enters into your sphere, it is pure. The abundance has no hooks. The joy does not come with conditions. Before you blunder blindly into all that is before you, remember who you are. You are spirit. You are soul. You are energy, light, frequency. And these quantum particles that are you do not require to be put into a container to be maintained. This, if anything, is a year for you to explode, to expand, to come into the very frequency, the very vibration that you are hearing in your inner voice, in your inner soul. That you would manifest the design and the pattern of sound and frequency that is resonating in your chest. that you see being represented on your eyelids as you close your eyelids. That feeling of just the frequency emanating from your very chest as you sit and breathe and you meditate on all that is the potentials of your life. As you step into this patterning, you will begin to see a design, a blueprint that has your name on it. And each one that hears this voice, this message, you have your own blueprint, your own frequency pattern. And it is important that you do not sacrifice your frequency, your blueprint, for something that will crumble and turn to dust before you are able to count to 100 once you have sold your pattern to it. What do we mean by this? When you are in the flow and you are surrounded by meaningful, good people who teach you and guide you, and yet there are some in this way that will come in and they will give you the right energy, the right words, but there are hooks. And they will say, this is the new year, the new time. It is time to be refreshed, to start again. And they will give you meditations, and they will give you places to be and statuses to connect into. But I ask you to observe anything that takes your freedom of energy, your freedom of love, your freedom of being. Anything that begins to pull it from you, disconnect. Disconnect, my dears, because you are going to be stepping into the awarenesses beyond your capabilities at this moment. And this is a good thing. For the year 1, the new beginning is going to open up for you in a way that will enable you to, if you choose, to see beyond the limits that have held you back. Because as you step into this year, if you are to put your intention, I choose to step away from the old and step into the new. If I choose to be in the new energy, severing the past in this moment, you begin to set an action, a spiral connection, a spiral energy that will take you into the void, that will take you into the greatest expanse of the cosmos, and yet separate you from what is the entanglement of attachment, the entanglement of things, the entanglement of must-haves, and you will become refocused on what is important for you as you sit within the spiral, within the void. And yes, it may feel at times as if you are isolated, and then there will be times where you will be overcome, overwhelmed, saturated with all the energy of connection that you desire, because this will be the correct time to be connected. This new year is a year of discovery, of peeling back. For yes, while everything is new in many ways, it is only new because it is revealing what has always been. But it is removing, it is peeling back the skin, peeling back the covers, and actually allowing you to see the vibration beneath the skin. Now, this message is not for everyone. You will hear, some of you will hear this and go, Oh, yes, all right. And you will not hear the vibration, nor will you hear the words. And then there will be some of you that will hear the words and the vibration, and you'll go, we get this. We comprehend. Because it is time for the heart. This newness, this new year is a heart year. Yes, you will be given the emblem, the symbolic of the year of the horse or such like. But I ask you to feel it is a newness. Forget the symbology that you are programmed into within this horoscope or that horoscope or the next horoscope. And actually feel, my friends, feel your energy responding to the cosmic energy. Feel it responding and reacting to that which is being given to it, to you, as you sit and as you breathe. And as you give yourself permission to step rejoicing and yet somberly, with great glee and yet with awareness, with much relief and happiness and yet a conscious awareness that you are doing something completely new. As you step into the new year of your calendar year, remember, you are stepping into a new energy. And it is an energy that is a heart energy. Why is it heart energy? It is energy of the heart because what is beginning to happen is the layers around the heart are being peeled back. So be prepared for great releases of the heart. So many who are holding their traumas close to the chest will find that they are exposed. Because the energy and the cosmos is no longer waiting for you to find time to heal. Because time, as they say, is running out. Your time on this planet is drawing to an end, even if you are in your 20s. Because the reset is coming. The great change of this planetary system is coming. And it is coming closer than what you believe. Now many will see this and experience it, will go through it in their own way. Many will not see it. And this is in the divine plan. But your 2026 is a year of great change, dynamic change, paradigm change. And you must choose now what it is that you desire for this change to be. Now, it matters not if you hear this message tomorrow or the day after, because you are still in the cusp of the newness. And even if you hear it in a month's time, you can energetically reset and realign. Why? Because in the cosmos, in that which is the energy, time is insignificant. It is adjustable, it is malleable. It is only rigid here on your timeline. And yet, it is very fluid. Allow yourself to feel this connection of new and disconnection of old. Allow the Ouroboros, the snake, which has brought you through many experiences, many teachings, many heart experiences, many painful experiences, but it has brought you and looped you in with the one question: are you repeating or are you stepping through? Now, if you are stepping through, thank the Ouroboros, thank that which has been the primal force to bring you to an awareness of what you are changing in your life. And then, eyes forward, step into the new. And energetically, and at times maybe physically, cut every attachment to the past. Because this is going to be important, that you cannot and should not take your past emotions and belief systems into the newness with you. And we say this not to bring fear or concern, but to bring clarity. Just like you would not take, in your cooking, you would not take raw chicken and place it right next to or on the plate where you have cooked some beautiful steaks or vegetables. You would not put something that is raw with something that is cooked and serve it. The year 2025 has cooked much of your energy. And yet there is still some that is raw. Raw to be dealt with, to go forward, to mold, to endeavor the changes. That which is, and I use the word cooked in inverted commas, it's been dealt with. Do not take that with you. Unless in your highest of highest selves awareness, you know that this lesson that has been completed, this lesson that has been done and dusted, is a stepping stone, is a door into something beyond conception of your current status, and it must go through with you. But if you do not have this as an assurity within your energy, leave it behind. Because, my dears, when you step into 2026, when you step into the one, everything is new. Each breath you take will be new. Each step that you take upon your path will be a step you've never taken before. Now, I know that goes in contradiction to there's nothing new under the sun. But we're not changing you. Your journey is still progressing, but it's the way you proceed through this pathway, through this highway, through this timeline of energy. This is a year of choice, of decision. It's a year of growth, of manifestation. And it is a year where you will look at everything that you've done in the past, all that you've learnt, and you will whittle out even that which you thought was good and wholesome. You will whittle out what is now chaff, so it does not weigh you down. Because this coming year is a beginning year. And it's going to take you, if you allow it, if you allow the energy, the cosmos, if you allow your true conception and connection to the divine, and seeing all that is laid out before you, it will take you into the vortex. It will show you how to step into the vortex. And in the vortex is the void. And in the void there is everything you have ever and will ever need it is also the place where everything ends and begins and ends and begins and ends and begins. It is a place where you can build and allow to be destroyed or to crumble if you see that it is not for you. This year is your year to practice the establishment of your heart. What is it that you truly desire to carry forward in the oncoming journeys that you are partaking in? Allow yourself to comprehend that you are being given a one, a newness, where everything in the energy is becoming new. Yes, it is a repeat in many ways of many lives that you've had, but it is freshly presented for you to make new choices, new outcomes, new connectivity, where you can set that which is the pineal in action to reconnect and to open in a new way, that you may waken within that which is the imagination, waken within that which is in your mind, and comprehend once and for all that your words create what you have, that your words create your world, and you are being given an opportunity to recreate the world that you choose to live in. This will not change, hear me now, the structure and construct within which you have found yourself, but it will change if you choose your words, your thoughts, and your actions carefully, consciously, cosmically. It will change how you perceive yourself and thus elevate yourself out of the construct connectivity. You will still see the construct around you, but it will not be able to connect to you and drag you down. For you, again, we remind you, you are not of this world. You are passing through. Thus, you are of a different set of laws. Now, what do I mean by this? You are guided by the cosmic laws, energetic laws, vibrational laws, and yet you must honor in many ways where you are. Do not deliberately set out to harm another. And that can easily be by overriding their choice of how they perceive something. Allow yourself to be in the very balance of the fulcrum. Be synchronistic. Be one with who you are. It is time to return into that which is the heart center, the oneness. Remember, you desire to be one. Your call for generations has been, we are one. We are the ones we have been waiting for. And yet, we take the two of you and we place you on a board. And we say, be one. And you end up fighting. You cannot agree on simplistic things because you've been programmed to believe you are so vastly different from each other. And yet you have two legs, two arms, you have a head, you have a heart, you have a body, your blood pumps around. If one cuts the other, you bleed. If one thrusts a knife into the heart, the one dies. You are both constructed You are all constructed in the same manner. You wear different suits. You wear different clothing on the outside, but on the inside you are all the same. And this is where you are called to. You are called back to the oneness, to the one heart, the one spirit. But it will not happen instantaneously. You must learn to see those that are around you as your mirrors, as your self. And you are to see them as whole, as complete, as healed. And they should see you the same. Now we are painting, in many of your minds, we are saying these words and you're going, yeah, right, we've heard that before. And yes, you have. But there is an energy coming in this year which will assist. This energy is definitely what we would call a wave formation of sound and vibration. It will bring a shift. When will you feel the shift? You will feel it when you come into the heart space, when you come into that place that only you are able to connect to, and you allow yourself to be real, to feel, to see, to look at yourself with everything that is you, and to honor yourself and to honor your journey. And if you need to make right with another, you make right. Because when you make right with another, you are healing your own journey. You're healing a part of you that you have been fighting with and destroying because you have aught, or you think you have aught with another. Because all they are doing is reflecting something that is the thorn in your own heart. Pull it out. Go to them. Sit with them. Say, why did we fight? Why did we come to disagreement? What was the thorn that triggered it? And you will probably find that they cannot remember any more than you can. Or if you do remember, it is a time that you are able to pull the thorn, heal the bruising. Because as you do it with each other, you will do it to yourselves. It is a time, it is a year of healing, a year of the heart, a year of great joy, of expectation, of great, magnificent openings and portals. But these will come about when you are in balance. And you will hear of others going, oh, I experienced this and I experienced that, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And you will say, when is it my turn? Look inward. Look inward. Take action on what it is that you decide that you wish to see within your life. Don't just speak empty words. Speak the words and put action to it. Become the master of who you are. Because we do not see a reprieve that you have in this year going forward. The years that are to come will build in tenacity, will build in compression, will build in all the points that will try to break you down. So take this year and rejuvenate, splurge, stretch, grow, expand, connect to all that is possible. Become the best that you are able to be. 2026 is a year that you will begin to see changes. Yes, in the political realm. Yes, in the local realms, etc., etc. You will see things that perhaps don't look right or feel right. This does not mean that you are not on the right path. My advice, our advice as Whitefeather is to tell you to stay away from the electric fence. And the electric fence is that which, when you get too close to a subject that really is not for your growth, it will burn you. You do not need to know everything about everything about everything. Sometimes just knowing about an event that could potentially bring you down, potentially dart you with a darkness, damage your soul. You do not need to know more than I need to stay away. That is dark energy. That is nefarious. That is soul-sucking, vampirish energy, and I do not need to be it. But there are those of you who like to dabble. You like to see how close you can get to the fire before you get burnt. My warning to you is this. Your clothes are already on fire. Soon you will lose the ability to sense that you are losing ground. And then you will be enacting what you perceive to be a righteous life, a spiritual life. You will still speak words. You will enunciate correctly. You will have all of the right things, but the energy will be dull because you have burnt the connection. Do not allow yourself to become overwhelmed with what the outside world offers you by fear, by great excitement, events, political or any other type. Guard your hearts, but have fun in this year. This is your year to grow, to expand, to rejuvenate, to look at everything in new eyes and new ways, because the shift is coming to you. And the shift, many times it is used, this word, oh, there's a shift coming, a shift in the energy. And yet, it is difficult to see what the shift is. Some feel it, some sense it, but majority miss it. This year there is a movement, and many of you will feel it in your heart. From the heart it will expand into the consciousness. From the consciousness it will expand into your awareness. Your awareness then begins to interact with that is the outside world around you. Then it begins to trickle and ripple through other events of connection between individuals. And you will see the heart vibration moving out. The toroidal energy beginning to do its thing. But it is time to meditate. It is time to enter into the silence, to allow the voice of the divine to speak to you. It is time to take aside the timing, put yourself aside, away from the noise, away from the clutter, away from the digital, away from the Wi-Fi, to put it down, to reset the cellular, to reset the body, to cleanse the body, to detox the body. Allow yourselves to listen to what your physiology is telling you. Allow yourself to listen to what your spirit is communicating to you. And allow yourself to hear the vibration of light within you. And you will begin to see the patterns of sound, the patterns of healing, the patterns of creation. For yes, creation is done. It is complete. Nothing new can be created. Everything that has been created has been done. So why do we say it is time to create, time to manifest? Because there are blueprints within the energy. There are blueprints within the cosmos. There are blueprints within every fractal part of the quantum field, ready and waiting for you to activate by your words and your intent and your heart, your focus, to take action in what it is that you wish to manifest in your life. It is time to stop hoping for something to happen and start making something happen and allowing the universe to work through the action to the best that you can be, that far exceeds your expectation, because you are now working with spirit, not just sitting, waiting. 2026 is a new year, a number one, a time of new beginnings. But it is also a time of learning, of expansion, internally, individually. It is a time where the golden chords are going to connect to those who truly ask for the true connection. But when you do, and you allow that energy from the divine to enter in, then truly expect the unexpected changes in your life. And do not be surprised when things begin to fall apart only to be built up, to be stripped away only to be established, to be shown as cracked and dirty only to be turned around, washed and sealed and refreshed and made new. Because this is the time of true connection. And we have observed many times those who have gone into a year one, a new beginning, and truly tapped into it. They have made significant changes in their energy and thus their lives that they never would have expected to experience. But it is individual choice. It is how you focus. It is how you see. It is how you act. This is a year of great expectation. It is a year coming to you that will bring you great joy. Yes, there will be compression. Yes, there will be the quickening. Yes, there will be all of the other things that are applied to you by the nefarious energies around. Because they do not want you to believe. They do not want you to tap into the energy of the divine. But we say to you, do not worry about that. Focus on what is truly in your heart. Focus on what it is that you are doing with your connective energy to the divine. And yes, there are some of you that will hear this, will say, but I work in that nefarious world. I have to go into this nefarious world for this and that. That is fine. When you go with the peace. Go with love. Because when you are in love and in peace and in clarity, as your states of being, as your mindsets, then it leaves no room for anything else to hook onto, to infiltrate. And so we are Whitefeather, and we ask you, observe this energy of this new year and feel where you best fit within it and it within you, and open to all potentials. For this is your year of potentials. This is the year that you can change if you choose. We are Whitefeather, and we thank you for your time, and we thank you for hearing us. And so it is.